From Group C, here we go. Jakobi versus ProtoKam. Jakobi in the red and ProtoKam in the green. This is the final match. So the winner of this moves on to the playoffs and the loser is eliminated. Let me fix my colors. There we go. All right, all set. Squirrel mole from both sides here. Also some falcons, so if we have any newer players in the chat or watching the YouTube here, I think I'm going to do a cast kind of focusing on that, trying to give some pointers. I'll just throw some of that in here. We've got a bit of a mole rush. Jakobi sees it coming, though. I think he's going to call bluff. The point of that mole is to try to force a cancel on this farm right here. Unfortunately, ProtoKam's commander actually died, so that's the moment he needed to be there to cancel that. But since the commander died, this is actually not going to work out. Question in the chat: which faction has my favorite music? Oh man. Okay, a couple of moles coming in here. Again, I think ProtoKam has lost his opportunity. He might be able to kill the one pig. One more shot, and now he can sell. So not nothing. He did get something out of that, which was nice. I think Bellified has my favorite music, but Quartermaster's not far beyond that. Blue and green, definitely. Bellified is one of the first ones I heard a lot of, obviously, because of the campaign. I think it's the one that has the bassoon, and Quartermaster has extra trumpets in it, which I'm always a fan of. So I think those two would be my favorites. Yeah, Bellified. All right, Jakobi up here going for the expansion, and ProtoKam just sticking with more squirrels. He might be playing the aggressor, or he might just be playing it safe and going for a slightly later expansion. Looks like 12 squirrels on both sides are going to be eventual goal. What is ProtoKam doing? Is he going to do a squirrel mole push? He's kind of looking like it. Okay, yeah, he is. All right. I don't know if this is really going to work, but if he can kill the base, it's definitely worth it. We've got 2 mole warrens. He's going to wait for a second. 12 squirrels versus 11. Jakobi throwing down some defensive moles. I like it. I like it. ProtoKam coming in right now. ProtoKam's got to be careful not to lose his commander here. He's also really trying to target squirrels. Gets that pig killed off. So this is actually good. This is a good fight. Now Jakobi gets a round of squirrels as reinforcements. So suddenly the fight goes from being ProtoKam favored to being an overextension. You saw like 3 squirrels pop out at once in a second. So that actually counts as a hold then. Looks like ProtoKam is going to stick with the push here. So Jakobi throws down a couple more mole warrens of his own. 12 squirrels and 6 moles against 12 squirrels and 6 moles. You've got to give it to the defender, right? Because as soon as squirrels start dying, the timer on the reinforcements starts. And in a couple of seconds here, Jakobi is going to have the reinforcements coming in. Let's count it. 3, 2, 1. More squirrels popping up already, not to mention the moles. So ProtoKam had like a couple of seconds to kill something, and he didn't even kill that pig. So unfortunately, you gotta have like a slight army advantage to pull that off. ProtoKam had an exactly identical army and no extra tempo, so a good hold from Jakobi. If Jakobi had not had moles in his deck, that might have been more complicated, but since he did, he is just going to have that 1 farm lead, a 2 farm lead now. Now, ProtoKam is going to turn this around and try to get some skunks up, so a tech lead, and get a couple of farms himself, so it's not over yet. Unless Jakobi counter squirrel mole pushes, that'd be kind of funny. ProtoKam gets 1 skunk, and the squirrels are super choked up, so if we can get that skunk gas out, this might be alright for ProtoKam, but I think Jakobi just has enough. Okay, he snipes a pig and kills a lot of squirrels and backs up waiting for reinforcements, specifically mole reinforcements. ProtoKam kiting with that skunk pretty well. And I think he gets to hold now, yeah. And those pigs that have died were pigs that were about to fallow anyway. So I don't know if that was really worth it for Jakobi. I think ProtoKam's doing fine. He did technically lose a couple of pigs, but again, those are about to fallow anyway. And now ProtoKam has skunks, whereas Jakobi does not. And ProtoKam has got an extra farm. I don't like this push, though. Jakobi has more than enough squirrels to survive. Yeah, look at that. That's a lot of tier 1. I think this is a mistake from ProtoKam. I think he needs to back up and try to get more eco, but as it is, he's going to lose his skunks. Okay, one skunk does make it out alive, and he does have one extra farm. There's that fourth. Okay, so just staying slightly ahead on eco ProtoKam there, but Jakobi just has such a superior squirrel count right now. He is getting a falcon as well, and with the mole to tank, I think the falcon is going to survive long enough to get enough value here. Also, if you can use your mole to like draw the skunk gas somewhere else, I think this might be it. Yeah, very skirmishy game, very back and forth. Mole games are fun for sure. Oh man, look at that. That one falcon is actually going to be able to pick off some stuff because the only thing ProtoKam has is a couple of skunks, and the skunks can't shoot up, so that falcon actually survives. He does only kill one pig and one warren for losing a lot of squirrels. So Jakobi is just barely ahead right now. He's one farm ahead and a couple of squirrels ahead, so he's going to sell one squirrel warren. Yeah. Jakobi's got a small edge. The problem is ProtoKam just doesn't have enough tier 1. 2 skunks by themselves isn't going to do much. And he's trying to get a third farm up, so I think in this very small eco, I think Jakobi is basically won. It's hard to tell when you've overextended. So to any beginners, again, that want to take notes from this, it's tough when to tell when is a good attack and when have you overextended. Yeah, focusing the skunks right now and then getting the squirrels knocked down. And now the falcons have free range of everything. I think this is it. Jakobi takes game 1. Well played on both sides. I think the only thing I would say as a learning point would just be if you're only equal on army, the defender is probably going to win. So don't attack unless you're ahead on army or tempo. All right, game 2. Jakobi in the far right in the red and ProtoKam in the green. These guys have both fought it out all the way through their group. And this is the final match. One of these players is going to go home and the other one is going to move on to the playoffs. And this is a best of 3, so if Jakobi takes this game, this is it. Looks like ProtoKam is setting up for some kind of mole cheese up here. It's very tempting. Oh, yes, right next to the pig. Very nice. He's waiting for Jakobi to sell. But Jakobi wants to delay him as long as possible. There we go, sell that. That's really only tempo value. I don't mind it for the mole player. Ooh, okay. So the Lizard Rush follow-up, that's something interesting. And he can also just pop a mole warren up here as soon as his lizards are ready. It's gotta be... It's tough to manage the food. What is up here? Oh man, ProtoKam a little less decisive. I think he kind of had to try to make something work with that. But let's see. He's playing defensive right now. He might actually come out at least even. He's got to pop down a second warren right now, otherwise Jakobi's going to squirrel mole push him to death. Because Jakobi has the squirrel tempo right now. Oh, he sells. Okay, this is really weird. Both sides are just looking like they're trying to be aggressive and then backing down. Interesting. Not what I expected at all. So it looks like both sides did get up to 8 farms with 2 Squirrel Warrens after a lot of weird selling and stuff. But now Jakobi going up to an expansion with 3 Squirrel Warrens. And ProtoKam, what is he going to be up to? Some tech? All right, some tech. A classic Tooth and Tail opening. The tech player versus the eco player. And Jakobi with the Falcon first. I'm telling you guys, don't go Squirrel Falcon. Like, Jakobi could make it work, maybe, but, like, the situations where this is good are very few and far between. So just, he must have a specific plan. Maybe just playing against a skunk player specifically, but I don't know, man. Let's see how he does. I like the cam. I wish he had gone cam first and then Falcon, but I think it might not matter. If ProtoKam does not push right now, it's not going to matter. He's going to have both, and we're going to be all happy. ProtoKam, on the other hand, is getting very squirrel heavy, but with a couple other units. He's got a skunk, he's got a couple lizards, he's got a couple of moles, and it looks like he is going to go ahead and push. And he's got some tempo on his side since Jakobi's got a lot of money put into Tier 2 that's not really out yet. So ProtoKam with some pre-gas should be able to take a pretty good fight here, actually. That Falcon is just waiting to be eaten alive. Jakobi throwing down some moles for defense. And here come the Tier 1. I like leading with the skunk. That's very good. And he's trying to clear up the Tier 1, and then he's going to focus the Falcons after that. Nice. Both Falcons do go down, but the cam has popped out, and Jakobi holds. Interesting. That is such a good attack from ProtoKam, too. I think he's going to be able to kill this base. Yeah, definitely. ProtoKam pushing ahead here. I like it. The skunks are starting to lay down gas right on top of the Warrens there. But there's a couple of cams coming out of Jakobi, and cams are tough to deal with in these low eco situations. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. ProtoKam's army just kind of instantly disappears. And something has gone wrong. I don't know. It's the Squirrel Cam for Jakobi. Squirrel Cam is meta for a reason. I think ProtoKam's maybe trying to be a little too fancy. Having said that, it's still even. Like, the army is slightly better for Jakobi, but he hasn't been able to eco, and neither is ProtoKam, so I don't know. It looks like he's going to play aggressive again, get some more moles down, maybe. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. He's going to stick around for a while, so win or lose, here he is at. But this time, Jakobi has Mass Squirrel and Falcon Cam, and like I'm saying, Falcon Cam is good. Let's see. I like the pre-gas. Here comes the fight. Jakobi also has some moles that kind of tanked a little bit at the beginning there. Jakobi is going to back out of the gas here. The Falcons are going down, and the cams long since went down, but now ProtoKam doesn't have any squirrels. This looks like a good fight for ProtoKam. I'm worried about the defender's advantage and the reinforcements coming out. These skunks are not going to do as well by themselves as they need to, maybe. They're definitely getting value. A lot of squirrels just getting picked off as they are coming out. But again, neither side is able to get a farm up. Jakobi supply blocked. He sells the Cam Warren. This is really scrappy. Yeah, and that mill goes down. It's kind of a strange buy to begin with anyway. But that's alright. The Tier 1 count is about equal. He buys it again. That's so weird. Why not more moles? So we got 12 Tier 1 against 12 Tier 1. And the skunks, I just want to think the skunks are better in this situation, but maybe the Falcons are the way to go against skunks. Maybe I'm not a believer and I should be. Well, regardless, that's going to be it. ProtoKam not quite able to seal the deal there against the Falcon player, and Jakobi takes it. A couple of really close games. Jakobi moves on to the playoffs.